Alright, blog number 2. Today I want to talk about two things. Briefly I want to speak about performing, and more so I want to talk about Parkinson's. I recently said that I'm going to start performing live again, and I am going to give that a shot. But it's a little bit, there's a little to think about there when I want to perform live, because I can never really be sure when I'm going to feel good. I feel good a lot of the time, but without warning or without notice I can not feel good for days on end. And what does that mean exactly? It's not just that I don't feel good. My body doesn't function. I can't walk comfortably. You know, when I stand up, sometimes it feels as though the bones of the feet are disintegrating and the weight of the body is being supported solely by the flesh of the body. And that there's a giant person with their hand on your head pushing you into the ground so that your body feels like 10 times heavier than it should. And then the placement of your feet is incorrect. So your toes start to buckle. And as much as I try to find the balls of my feet, sometimes I can't. And it's just like, oh my God, I gotta sit down or I'm gonna die. So when I used to perform, which means the last time I performed in 2009, I was taking a different drug. And I used it in a different fashion than I use these ones. The drug I'm on now is called Stalevo. I take it at 6:30, 10:30, 2:30, 6:30, 10:30, 2:30, 6:30, 10:30, 2:30, 6:30, 10:30, 2:30. Get it? But before, when I used to take the other drugs, I kind of would take them before the show, and more than I would take a normal dosage. So if the show was going to be an hour and I had to, I had to be ready for sound check, and then I had to come home and tear down. I had to be functional for, say, this length of time. I had to think, well, how much of this drug do I need to take in order to be able to fulfill that 4-hour bracket or 6-hour bracket, whatever it was. But it wasn't healthy what I was doing. I would ask the doctor, is it dangerous to take this much of the drug? And he said, yeah, you're basically using it like cocaine now. And before the show, I would just be like dyskinesic because of the drug, and people are like, what the fuck is wrong with that guy? But now I don't take that drug, and I don't want to perform in that way. I'm on a steady, stable schedule. I'd like to keep it that way, and I don't want to take more of the drug, and I don't even know if that would work. But for the most part, I'm pretty stable. But when I think about performing, it's that, okay, so say I have a show, it's going to start at 9. Am I going to function at 9 o'clock? But that's kind of what I have to think about when I talk about live performing. Anyhow, this is going to be a 3-minute blog. I want to keep these blogs around 3 minutes, no longer than that. And now we're at 3:08, so comment, like, rate, and share with your friends, because I'm that bald. Love you! See you soon. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da.